Fearful avoidant attachment can feel like wanting love and fearing it at the same time. A person may crave closeness, connection, reassurance, and emotional safety. Then, when the relationship becomes real, the same closeness can feel threatening. This push-pull pattern can confuse both partners because the person may move toward intimacy one day and away from it the next. Fearful avoidant attachment is often described as a pattern where connection is deeply desired but not fully trusted. It is different from simply being shy or needing space. The core tension is emotional conflict. A message asking for more closeness can feel loving in one moment and pressuring in the next, even when the partner has not changed tone. That is why the reaction may confuse everyone involved. The nervous system may read love as both comforting and dangerous. That can create unpredictable behavior: pursuit, withdrawal, testing, shutting down, or sudden panic after closeness. This pattern is not a diagnosis, and it should not be used to label someone harshly. It is a way to understand relationship behavior. Many people develop attachment patterns from repeated emotional experiences, especially around safety, trust, inconsistency, rejection, criticism, or caregiving that felt unpredictable. The important point is not blame. It is learning why closeness can trigger protection. A simple example is someone enjoying a wonderful weekend with a partner. They feel connected, hopeful, and seen. Then the partner says, "Where is this going?" Suddenly the same person feels trapped, exposed, or afraid of disappointing someone. They may become cold, delay replying, pick a fight, or say they need space. The shift can seem sudden, but internally it may feel like self-protection. Fearful avoidant attachment often contains both anxious and avoidant strategies. The anxious side worries about abandonment and may seek reassurance. The avoidant side worries about being controlled, hurt, or emotionally overwhelmed and may create distance. This is why the pattern can look inconsistent. The person is not simply chasing or simply avoiding. They may be switching between both survival strategies. One sign is testing. A fearful avoidant person may indirectly test whether someone will stay. They may withdraw and watch if the partner follows. They may act indifferent while secretly hoping the partner notices. They may push a difficult conversation to see if the relationship survives. These tests rarely create real safety because the partner often feels confused, punished, or manipulated even when that was not the intention. Another sign is difficulty trusting calm love. If someone is kind and consistent, it may feel unfamiliar instead of safe. The person may look for hidden motives, expect sudden rejection, or feel bored because chaos once felt normal. This does not mean they want pain. It means their system may recognize unpredictability more easily than peace. Fearful avoidant patterns can also show up as emotional flooding. A conversation about needs, commitment, conflict, or future plans may feel too intense. The person may shut down, become defensive, over-explain, cry, go numb, or leave the conversation. To the partner, it may look like avoidance. Inside, it may feel like the body is overwhelmed and trying to escape. There can also be a strong fear of being too much. Someone may want reassurance but feel ashamed for needing it. They may want comfort but fear appearing needy. They may hide pain until it comes out as anger, sarcasm, or sudden withdrawal. The need is real, but the fear around the need changes how it is expressed. Partners often experience this pattern as mixed signals. One week they feel deeply wanted. The next week they feel shut out. They may wonder, did I do something wrong? Am I being punished? Is this person serious about me? Without understanding the pattern, both people may start reacting to reactions, and the relationship becomes a loop of fear and defense. A key misunderstanding is thinking fearful avoidant behavior means the person does not care. Sometimes they care intensely, and that is exactly why the relationship feels threatening. Caring creates the possibility of loss. Trust creates the possibility of betrayal. Being known creates the possibility of shame. The person may protect themselves from the very connection they want most. Another misunderstanding is excusing harmful behavior because attachment explains it. Understanding a pattern does not make ghosting, cruelty, manipulation, or repeated disrespect healthy. Attachment can explain why someone reacts strongly, but it does not remove responsibility. Healing means learning safer behavior, not asking a partner to absorb every wound without boundaries. Healthy repair begins with noticing the trigger early. Instead of disappearing for 3 days, someone might say, "I am feeling overwhelmed and I need a little time, but I am not ending the conversation." That sentence does 2 things. It protects the need for space and reduces the partner's fear of abandonment. Clear signals are safer than silent distance. The partner also has a role, but not as a rescuer. A healthy partner can stay steady, communicate clearly, avoid chasing aggressively, and hold boundaries. For example, they can say, "I can give you space, but I need us to return to this conversation tomorrow." That creates safety without allowing the relationship to disappear into avoidance. Fearful avoidant healing often involves learning that closeness does not have to mean losing freedom, and independence does not have to mean emotional isolation. These 2 needs can exist together. A relationship can have affection, privacy, commitment, flexibility, honesty, and room to breathe. The nervous system may need repeated experiences of safe closeness before that feels believable. Practical self-awareness starts with tracking the moment the switch happens. What happened right before the urge to pull away or panic? Was it a question about commitment, a delayed reply, criticism, affection, conflict, or feeling dependent? Patterns become easier to change when they are seen in sequence instead of judged as random mood changes. Body signals matter too. Fearful avoidant reactions are not only thoughts. They may appear as tight chest, stomach drop, numbness, racing thoughts, irritation, or sudden exhaustion. Naming the body response can slow the automatic behavior. Instead of saying, "This relationship is wrong," the person may notice, "My body is feeling threatened right now." Communication should become specific rather than dramatic. Instead of saying, "You always make me feel trapped," try, "When plans change suddenly, I feel unsafe and need reassurance." Instead of vanishing, say, "I need 30 minutes to calm down, then I will come back." Specific language lowers threat. It gives the relationship something practical to work with. Boundaries are important. A fearful avoidant person may need slower pacing, time to think, and personal space. But boundaries should not be used as a disguise for avoidance. A boundary is clear, respectful, and connected to a return plan. Avoidance is vague, disappearing, and leaving the other person guessing. The difference is communication. So fearful avoidant attachment is not a simple fear of love. It is a conflict between longing and protection. The person wants connection but may not yet trust connection to be safe. With awareness, accountability, steady communication, and often professional support when needed, the pattern can soften. The goal is not perfect fearlessness. The goal is learning how to stay present when closeness feels risky.